If we appear to get interrupted while I'm telling you this by the sound of tap dancing midgets or something similar, I can assure you my life's not that exotic. It's not tap dancing midgets. It's merely the elderberry tree, which has grown to giant redwood proportions over my little shed studio here, and the wind's making it knock on the skylight and tap away. Hey, if those roofers hadn't nicked my ladder, I'd be able to get up there right now and trim that off, but we'll have to leave it for a while. Anyway, I'd like that. So Andy, why'd you write I'd like that? What can I tell you? I was in love, you know. I was in love. I was in love. I was in love. I was in love. I was suddenly 13 years old again and doing somersaults, you know, doing mental acrobatics, mental physical acrobatics even. That wonderful feeling you only get a few times in your life if you're lucky. I was really in love. I'd been through a hard time. I deserved to be in love. I'd been through a hard time with our previous record company. You know, everybody knows about the strike by now, and you know, I couldn't work. We couldn't work really legally, so that didn't feel good. You know, to feel kind of dispensed with and thrown away like that. And then one morning I woke up and found myself divorced, and initially against my will. Oh, I appear to be divorced. Oh dear. And that was no good for my ego. You know, I felt doubly thrown away and useless. And so when I fell in love a little while afterwards, it was, is that for karma? You know, this feels good. And I just wanted to write a song that reflected this lurking 13-year-old in me, which was awakened. And I like that's a real kind of innocent song, you know. When we first got together, we seemed to, my girl and me, here's those tap dancing midgets. I don't know whether you can hear that. When we first got together, we did quite a bit of cycling, amongst other things. We did quite a lot of cycling. And I don't know, I wanted to write a song that had a kind of a, you know, the cycling wheels going round sort of rhythm. And I must say, I have pet chords. And these pet chords seem to creep into a lot of songs that I do. And this one was no exception. It's in the key of A. The main verse shape is like an A, D, and E. But a while back I found an inversion of E that starts with the A flat on the bottom. A flat, B, E, B. That's much warmer, much more cosseting than a normal, rather bland sounding E. But this warm sounding E, I love that, and I keep throwing that into lots of songs. This one was no exception, as I say, and we got me cycling along here. There's that warm E, and I just started to quite simply, you know, say, what would I like about this relationship? So, I'd like that if we could cycle down some lane. I'd like that if we could cycle down through the rain, no Max getting wet. And I just, it was nice things to do, you know. Let's go cycling, let's lay before the fire, let's jump into bed. Kind of things you do when you're Mr. Professional Lover Man here. So it's a, you know, it's a wish list, kind of innocent little thing. On the home demo, I had no idea what kind of drums would fit this chicka-chung cycling rhythm thing. I thought, well, maybe they're going to be too intrusive. I can't think what Mr. Drummer is going to be doing. So I thought, well, out of indecision, I'll just slap my legs and then we'll think up something later, something that's apropos, you know. So I sat there on the demo and I'd like that if we could cycle down some lane. I thought, yeah, I'll do that, you know, then we can figure out something later on. And I was playing the demos to the producer, Hayden Bendel. And I said, look, you know, I have no idea what drums we're going to use here. And he said, well, what are you doing there? That's great. And I said, well, I'm just slapping my legs. And he said, well, we should leave it as that. You know, you should slap your legs because it sounds great. And I thought, hey, he's right. We don't need anything more. We don't need thump, crash, or bash. You know, we just need a bit of thigh fat, really. Never goes amiss, I find. As for writing the words, the first words I came up with was this kind of almost daydreaming. I'd like that. What would I like? If we were cycling, cycling down a lane. I'd like that if we were cycling through the rain. Yeah. And then where it moves into the next bit, where you get like the famous lovers in history, which, please, I'm not trying to be a famous lover here. As one journalist suggested, do put yourself up with those great lovers in history then, Andy. Please, come on. But the phrase, let's grab Mr. Guitar again. The first phrase I had was this, I'd be your Albert if you'd be Victoria. Ha ha. Well, it was the Victoria that I had. Well, I actually had the ha ha first, and I thought, how am I going to get into this ha ha thing? And just ha-ing around, I came up with Victoria, ha. I thought, yeah, Victoria and Albert. Yeah, so there we had it was the ha that caused the Victoria to appear magically. Yeah, I think Victoria liked a bit of a ha. There's this popular misconception that she was a grumpy old thing, but I think she liked a bit of ha herself. I mean, you count how many kids she had. She liked a ha. She didn't just lay on her back and think of England, I can assure you. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. And then I thought, yeah, that would be good. We'll get into some historical couples. And the next one was Hector and Helen of Troy. I think that came about just because of the Hector line. I wouldn't Hector if you'd... Oh, Hector and Helen. Yeah. There you go. And the last one was I need another historical couple. And I had the bit about... where is it? Let's grab these words here. I'd like that if we could float away in bed. If I could row your heart and head. Well, that's kind of coming from the float thing. So float away in bed. What else do you float? You row it if it's a boat. Yeah, you row your heart and head with you laid on one arm. Oh, one arm. It's Nelson. Yes, Nelson boats, one arm. I'm cursed like that. The actual recording of the thing, we started it initially with Hayden, down at Chipping Norton Studios, or up. Geographically, I suppose, up at Chipping Norton Studios. And I don't know, something about the groove wasn't right. You know, we did thigh slapping and we did bass drum thumping along and stuff. Couldn't get it, so we put it sort of on the back burner for a while. And then when we finished the album up in Colin's living room, hey, from Abbey Road to Colin's living room in one go. Same decor, same size, really. We recorded loads of stuff in his living room, vocals, acoustic guitars, basses, even bits and pieces of electric guitar. And we decided to move into his hallway because, boy, do they have a fantastic sounding hallway. It's all Victorian tiles on the floor and it's really bright. And there's me sat literally with my knees against the front door, playing thinking, somebody don't come in that front door, because if you come in the front door during this take sounds great. If you come in the front door, you're going to spoil the take, and B, you're going to knock me ass over tit, because I literally got my knees against the front door there doing the take. Nobody come through that front door, please. This is going really well. And the bit those ascending chords. I wanted to strengthen them in some way, but I didn't know, just conventional instruments weren't going to sound any good. And I came up with the idea of maybe getting Colin to sing it. And we raided his lavatory and got an empty toilet roll holder and broke the chords down to the constituent notes and had him singing each constituent note on each pass through this toilet roll holder. Sort of, I haven't got a toilet roll holder. I can't quite do the impression. And it sounded great. And the weird thing was, we put a little flanging or something on it. And by the time we built up these chords vocally, it didn't sound a million miles away from some muddy old National Steel guitar or something. But it is actually Colin singing through a toilet roll holder. No expense spent. Whatever gets it done, that's what I say. And it was great fun doing the sort of flamenco bit across the end. Both of us got to clap again in his nice live sounding hallway, hoping the baker wasn't going to call her the fish man or whoever pesters them, you know. Hey, this clapping's going great. Nobody ring that front doorbell. And it was good to do my Pete Townsend impression, you know, over the end. Good fun. He's a pimple wizard. I'm hopping around all over the show today. That bit in the middle, the bit that goes, I'd smile so much, my face would crack in two. You know, that piece. I didn't know what to do with that. I really didn't know what to do with that section. I knew it needed a different color to the main thing. I couldn't decide. And I thought to myself, well, what am I singing there? I'd smile so much my face would crack in two. And I thought, yeah, that'd be nice. Let's have a nice, a really snappy, percussive cracking sound when I say that. Something like a funfair. You know, when you shoot air guns at the like clay pipes or whatever, and they always have a sheet of metal behind, and you have this kind of cracking tang sort of sound. I thought, yo, that's it. Wait. Let's try it. So Colin went and got a tea tray and a spoon. And we stuck him in the hole, and it'd be, I'd smile so much my face would crack in two. And I thought, yes, that's it. What we'll do the whole thing like at the fun fair. You know, I love this sound. And so we got a whole bunch of organy, steamy kind of fun fairy things. And that was it. You know, the character of the middle came from wanting to put something percussive on crack. And then that percussive thing just led my brain down this funfair thing. But yeah, it's what life should be in any case, I suppose. Fun and fair.